Welcome to my channel Hindi with Suchi. Let's have another episode of learning Hindi. And here today we are going to learn some postpositions. Now postpositions, they are called postpositions in Hindi because they are used after the nouns. Now in English you have prepositions, meaning they are placed before the nouns. But in Hindi we have postpositions, meaning these small tiny words are placed after the nouns, and that's why we are calling them postpositions here. In Hindi grammar we just learn it under the case and it is called karak. So that's not an important word for now. Let us look at these words which are used a lot in day-to-day conversations. You need to understand how to use them so that you can start framing sentences. So let us begin with the most common one, and this one is may. Ma with a matra and the dot, so gives me the nasal sound may. May. It's not may. Please make it differentiated with may. It's not may, it's may. 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 Get the difference. It's a common mistake. So this is may, meaning in. So may means in, but may means I. Now next one I have is sa with eki matra. So this is say. Say. Now say means from, by, with, since, than. Yes, this is one word which means several things. So say means from. For now you can remember it as it means from. In the sense by, it is used in passive voice, and in the sense with, it is used with objects. With objects like kalam se, with the pen. Or since and than, used in other tenses. Now let us go to the next one. This is par. Par. Now again par means on, at. Like ghar par, at home. Or kursi par, on the chair. Mez par, on the table. Ko. Ko means to. Geeta ko is to Geeta. Rahul ko, to Rahul. To. Or mujhko, to me. And ke liye is for. Geeta ke liye is for Geeta. Rahul ke liye, for Rahul. Now this is the only postposition which is in three forms: masculine singular, masculine plural and feminine form. We have the a, a, e forms. Remember, whenever you see the a, a, e forms in Hindi for pronouns, nouns, adjectives and verbs, four words are variable. They take this a, a, e forms which are masculine singular, masculine plural and feminine form. So this ka, ke, ki is used in the sense of, or it is used for possessions in the sense the apostrophe s, like if you want to say Raju's mother, Raju ki ma, Raju's father, Raju ke pita. We are using ke because it's honorific, respectful plural. Or Raju ka beta, Raju's son. That is how it is used. We will go into detail with this in our next chapter. Now let's have the next one, which is ke pass. Ke pass is to have. To have something. Like it is used for ownership or possession, but yeah, it is used for material ownership or material possessions. So Raju ke paas ek kitab hai means Raju has a book. We will also go into this in detail in the next chapter, but for now you can remember the postposition ke paas is to have. And now next I have is ne. Ne is a postposition which cannot be translated because you don't have a word in English for this. It is just a postposition that is used in the past tense with transitive verbs in Hindi. So whenever you see the ne, you should just know that it is a past tense sentence. Now the next one is ke saath. Ke saath. Ke saath is used in the sense with. Now that reminds me that we also used with here for say. Now when do you use say and when do you use ke saath? Say is used with objects. It is used with an object. Computer say, kalam say. So when you are working with an object, you use with the object say. But ke saath is used with people, like in the company of, like with a person. In that sense, they say Raju Meena ke saath hai. Raju is with Meena. So they are together. So ke saath means with a person. Now that gives us the last one, which is tak. Tak. Tak is up to or until. Up to or until. Like aaj tak, until today. Or kal tak, by tomorrow or up to tomorrow. In that sense, but we need more verbs and tenses to use this postposition. So this is usually used for time, up to or until, or for a place. Dukaan tak. Dukaan is a shop, so up to the shop. Dukaan tak chalo, walk up to the shop. In that sense. So these are all the postpositions that we use in Hindi, and we will have a detailed session using all these postpositions and how we have some rules to follow when you are using them in sentences, which we are going to do in our next session. So hope you'll be waiting. See you again. Thank you. If you like my channel, please subscribe and click the like button. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please post them. Thank you.